What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Talking Sports with Josh and Nil. Last week it was just me. Nil's back though. We have him back. I'm of course your co-host Josh, your host Josh, along with your co-host Nil. So last week, I know Nil wasn't here. We talked about a little bit of District 15 5A D2. We
Some
talked
big
about
things you said last time.
huh?
Some big things you
I
said
know,
last
man.
time.
I'm getting a lot of hate for it, but I'm here for it. This is my job. Is what I'm supposed to do, right? We talk about Brownsville Pace, Brownsville Porter, Brownsville Lopez, all the Brownsville schools. Did a little preview. It's a 17 district, so we talked about them three. Now, this week, we're going to be talking about Donna, Mercedes, and then the two Corpus teams, Gregory Portland High School and Corpus Christi Ray. So we're going to be going over a little bit of everything. We're going to start this show talking with the two Corpus teams and finish it off strong with the two Valley teams. So go ahead and stay tuned for this episode of Talking Sports with Josh and Nil. And when we come back, get ready to talk everything high school football. We'll be back after this break.
If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
I fell on a loose towel at the grocery store, and now they're saying it's my fault. Do you think you could help?
Of course I can help. You should be focused on feeling better.
Oh, thank you, Law Champ. Hey, do you think I can get a selfie?
Of course.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K 3 and Pre-K 4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
Welcome back. So we just had our intro, talked about what we're going to be going over. If you were just tuning in right now, we're going to be talking about District 15 5A Division 2, the second part of it. Mercedes, Donna, Corpus Christi Ray, Gregory Portland High School, all the good stuff. So new teams into the district, Corpus Christi Ray, Gregory Portland. We're going to be starting with them. Talk about these two teams first. So what do you want to start with first?
I mean, we can start off with Gregory Portland, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't even know it was a town until couple months ago, but anyhow, no, not to sugarcoat or anything, but they're probably the best team in this district. Last year going undefeated in their season, my bad, lost one game during the season, but 5-0 in district, and then they lost one game in the playoffs to Bear something. It's like the weird one from San Antonio, the one like Bernie, something like that. Yeah.
Bernie is a good school. I've heard good things from Gregory Portland. I think they're obviously a newer school, right? But for them to come out, and it seems like they dominate almost every year. I remember when we were in high school, they were a great football program well.
For sure, and they have studs all around, and it's not a very senior heavy team it was last year. A lot of the players were divided from juniors, seniors. Juniors, sophomores, juniors, like really even freshmen, right? A lot of
so kids. They're gonna have a lot of time.
Yeah, really, the only thing they lost was their running back. He was unfortunately a senior, but that's probably the only weak side that's gonna be to their game is trying to find a running back. But even at that, their QB did average a good amount of yards and rushing. But
I know you sent me those stats, right? So Gregory Portland, like you said, their quarterback, it was
Carter Dominguez.
Dominguez, right?
No, he's a good player. He averaged about 138 yards per game, so he's throwing that for sure with even a good running back he had. So imagine this year those numbers are just probably going to go higher.
Dominguez, right? 20 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, but he can also run the ball. He's has 184 carries for 881 yards and 25 rushing touchdowns.
A little bit of everything you can do, and his receivers did get a lot of touches. Like I mentioned, their best receiver is a sophomore, or was last year sophomore, now going to be a junior. Okay. He averaged about 38 yards. Those yards are just going to go higher. Yeah. Having not the run game, we don't know where it's going to be at yet because they still need to find a running back. But their three receivers are underclassmen.
At these stats here that you sent me, you got they got a sophomore who's putting up 20 or more catches, a junior, and a freshman. All put up 13 or more catches. And we have to also think that in this for Gregory Portland last year, they didn't play any Valley team, and this is no knock on the Valley. This is no knock on the Valleys. They played all Corpus schools, right? They played all up north teams, and they performed. Like they did really well. They played teams like Cal Allen, Alice, Corpus Christi Ray, who we're going to talk about. Mostly all the Corpus schools. Miller. The only Valley team they played was Sharyland, and they beat them 73-21. Yeah, it was the first. So I mean, Sharyland down here is a top 10 team for sure in the Valley. So if you got a team like Gregory Portland taking care of business up north, and then they play the one Valley team down here with those same players coming back, it's going to be a lot worse because now they're playing Corpus Christi Ray, who they handled last year 56-9. They got Mercedes, Mercedes is right up there with Sharyland, but they handled Sharyland, scored 70 on them.
Yeah, I mean, they probably will repeat from last year, if not maybe slightly a little worse, maybe a loss or two in there, but they should be in the same.
I think they're going to be like, they went what? They said they went 11-2, 5-0 in district. I think their only loss was to Sinton, who's a really good school out of Corpus. I don't see them losing, honestly, until the playoffs. It's
probably going to be a repeat because even on the defensive side, it's also underclassmen. They probably had a senior, but I mean, with stat-wise, Tate Mitchell's one of their best players. He had about 6 solo tackles and 11 tackles total.
You said Tate Mitchell?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
He was, and he's going to be a senior this year, so their defense is also the same. Even on their DBs and corners were also underclassmen. So, I mean, it's really the same team.
And we also have to think they're doing this against up north schools with this talent. Like, imagine when you come this talent, you got a freshman receiver, sophomore, junior receiver. Imagine having them along with your starting quarterback. They're all underclassmen. They were all like probably their first, second year playing varsity. Now they are experienced. Yeah. They've played against the teams like Miller, the teams like Alexander, Victoria East, Sinton. Bring that to the Valley. It's going to be scary hours for that district.
Be a team to watch, though. I mean, good kids put up good numbers. I mean, for them, they're probably reaching for higher things. Second round exit isn't what they wanted. That was last year, so you could technically say that was a disappointing season being a second round exit.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough.
I mean, you want it when you have good players like that and good numbers like that. You want to go far in the playoffs and not really get out, because in the first 2 rounds, it's always your teams around you that you play. Yeah, the teams that are kind of close to you, not really depending on that far. And to lose in the second round with a good team like that, they also did play a good team of Bear or Boar. Bernie. There you go.
Yeah. So, I mean, they had a good district last year, right? They have decent district all Corpus teams, and now you're coming into a district where you're playing Pace. You're playing Porter. You're playing Lopez, Donnet. You might have a couple.
I mean, never know, right?
80, 70, 60 point games, man. I mean, I don't want to talk any trash on any teams, but if they put up 73 on Sharyland. They put up 56 on Corpus Christi Ray. Now they're playing Pace. It's gonna be tough.
I mean, for the Bronzeville teams, it's gonna be tough. But you never know, right? You just need one good spark to do anything in football. Yeah. But they probably will have a repeat of last year. Yeah. And if not even better, probably the only weakness they're gonna have is that running game. But I mean, if you have young players that good, who's to say they don't have a freshman coming in? That's
for sure.
Going to be the next running back.
They had a freshman last year.
Exactly.
They don't have one coming back this
year.
I
mean, being a team like that in a district like that, you never know from the talent of the pool, the pool of players they have, and maybe they do have some freshmen we don't know about yet. And I mean, next year's going to be that, and that's part of the only weakness to their game is going to be that running game. But the air game's there. If you already averaged 130 yards last season, those numbers are going to go higher.
And the quarterback had Dominguez had 880 rushing yards, 25 rushing yards. Who's to say he can't?
He'll have like 1,000.
Yeah, for sure.
2,000 passing yard and 1,000 rushing.
They're going to definitely rely on him heavily more in the run game. If he can match those numbers, par up those numbers, or even slightly less. It's still a win, right, for quarterback numbers. But we're gonna move on now to Corpus Christi Ray Texans. So 5-6 last year. They snuck into the playoffs 2-3 in district play. Played against, again, all non-Valley teams. They ended their season against San Antonio Bernie as well. They played them in the first round of the playoffs, lost 42-13. They played against notable teams. Had a 4-point game with Corpus Christi Miller. They beat Corpus Christi. They beat Moody, Corpus Christi King. We just mentioned lost to Gregory Portland pretty handedly. But now that it's a lot less of a tough schedule than last year as it is this year. Now they got Donna, Porter, Lopez, Page, right? Like, not to talk bad on them, but they're not Corpus Christi Miller. They're not Moody. They're not McCollum. They're not any of those teams. So it's definitely, I mean, I guess you could say Corpus Christi Ray, it's a big sigh of relief for them. Now you got to play. You're going from playing, let's say, like, for example, right, week 8, you got Corpus Christi Miller. Now week 8, you got, like, Donna.
Yeah.
It's a totally different.
I mean, yeah, for them, this season should be a better season. You could say the schedule got maybe a little easier, not to give any disrespect.
It did.
But you never know.
It did.
Like,
that's honestly, like, it's a fact. We're not trying to talk bad about any team, but it did get easier.
Yeah, but this, I mean, what I found surprising about this team that they had two good hell of a players in their team in the running back position and the quarterback position. Having the running back being a sophomore last year. This is sophomore, by the way, and they're going to be a junior now. Brian McCollum averaging about 110 yards per game, and I mean, total had like about 104,000 yards in the season.
I heard he plays defense too. I mean,
yeah, he's a little bit of everything. I mean, just there, and then their quarterback Trippin Thompson.
That's a tough.
I mean, this kid had 2,245 yards with only 4 picks last year, and he averaged about 204 yards a game.
Yeah, I'm looking at these stats here also.
That's what I found surprising. Having 2 good players like that in your
24 touchdowns as well to go along with it.
Yeah, like he had really good numbers. So something I found surprising about their record of being like this when having 2 good players like that. I mean, when you have a quarterback like that and a running back like that, like.
It's a very big, like we said, a sigh of relief, right? It's a sigh of relief for the team. You got them coming back. I mean,
so
those are big holes to fill.
There's something there that's probably not clicking their team, either on the defense where these offensive players come in and put up points, but then defense doesn't hold up the lead and they're going back in there. But I mean, having good numbers like that still amazing, and it's something the Bronze will have to look at, right?
I mean, definitely, yeah. Like you said, I'm trying to get his name up here. The quarterback, Trip Thompson, right? Like you said. So he had 24 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's coming into his senior year. He also had 675 rushing yards, along with 8 rushing touchdowns.
And that's having a good running back too.
Oh yeah, him and McCollum led the way for Ray. They also have another running back. He did not do as well. I mean, he's the 3rd running option, right? But I'm trying to get his name up here. Jose Galicia. 25 carries, 117 yards. So you got a 3-headed monster. You got a quarterback that can sling it. A quarterback that can run the ball as well. Like, he can do both. And then you got 2 running backs there that are coming back next year. You have your receivers are not too shabby. I mean, you got a receiver with 20 or more receptions coming back next year. You have another one with 12 or more receptions. McCollum can also catch it out of the backfield. 25 catches last year, 270 yards, and I believe 2 touchdowns. So they got players. They got playmakers. If you have a good running game, I talked about this last week. If you have a good running game, it opens up the passing game. So necessarily, you don't need great receivers, right? Like, if you have great receivers, but you don't have time to throw the ball, there's no point.
For sure. And I mean, for them to have a good season, they probably will. They just need to win just 2 games in their district, which they probably will win those 2 games. And they'll probably be a top 2, top 3 team in their district. I don't think no one's going to beat Portland. It's a very hard beast to
overcome. It's going to be a tough, especially with everybody coming back.
But having a team like this coming here to the Valleys is something for these. I mean, sometimes you don't see players like this where they're averaging 100 yards per game.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, a quarterback that can just sling it.
Against Corpus teams, mind.
Yeah, I mean, these players here are going to have to see something new that you shouldn't see a quarterback launching it because sometimes you don't see that here. It is a little different to see. But, I mean, they're probably going to have a better, nicer record this year, right? Probably like a nice what,
I'm
7,
saying
8,
8 and 3, 7
8
and
and
4.
3,
Why
yeah,
not,
nice,
right? Like,
a nice
they
number
suck.
like that.
They're non-district.
They're probably
so
gonna be on the
probably
up.
going to be filled with Corpus teams.
Yeah, and also we're in a team that was super heavy on seniors too. They were a little bit on everywhere with the separation of classes, sophomores here, freshmen there, and juniors. But this should be a team that should be doing way better and make the playoffs. And now in the playoffs would be a different story. If they're first round exit, second round exit.
Yeah,
that
for
could-
sure. I mean, it's a good thing to look forward to. Possibly the top 2 teams in the district. 4 teams make the playoffs in this 7-team district, so 3 teams will be left out. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break. That was Gregory Portland High School. That was Corpus Christi Ray, the 2 non-Valley teams in this District 15 5A Division 2 district. When we come back, we're gonna talk Donna High School. We're gonna talk Mercedes High School. A little bit about those teams. We're gonna get into it when we get there. Little bit of difference between those teams. Donna not having that great of a season. Mercedes coming off an amazing season. So it's going to be tough for them getting into this new district where you got 2 new schools coming in that are established and are known. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk Mercedes High School, and then we'll finish it off with Donna. So we're going to go to a quick break. We'll be right back.
Give your little one the best start at Brownsville ISD's Pre-K3 and Pre-K4 programs. At BISD, 3 and 4-year-olds develop fundamental skills that pave the way to lifelong success. With quality educators, access to the latest technology, and free nutritious meals to fuel the day, our young minds explore and learn in exciting new ways. Enroll your 3 and 4-year-old today at Brownsville ISD, the best choice.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
It means a lot to me. TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. I've come a long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. We're going to be talking about, we just finished talking about Gregory Portland High School, Corpus Christi Ray, 2 of, you don't want to say powerhouse, but one of the better teams, 2 of the better teams coming in.
For sure, one of them is.
Yeah, for
the
sure.
other one on the come up.
Corpus Christi, Gregory Portland, powerhouse for sure. Corpus Christi Ray, a known school. We'll say that, right? Like they went 5-6 last year. I'm expecting a better record from them this year. We're going to move on, though. We're going to go to Donna High School. How do I put this plainly? Nothing much to say about Donna High School, but we're going to talk about it, right? So a positive for Donna, or we'll start with the negatives. We'll go a little bit of both, right? A little bit of positive, a little bit of negative. I mean, I can't be nice to every team.
Hey, man, don't forget the only Valley team in the state championship.
Yeah, but not now. Not now. So we're going to be talking about the Donna Redskins, not Donna North. We're going to be talking about Donna High. Last year in football, they're looking to bounce back from last year, which was a disappointing season. They've always been around middle of the pack, but last year was a little bit worse. They went 3-7 last year, finished last in district 3-5, so not that great of a season. the district is only going to get harder, right? Because I mean, we talked about Gregory Portland, we talked about Corpus Christi, Ray, and feel like a broken record saying this, but it's going to get harder. Like it's a 17 district. They find themselves predicted to be in the last two spots. I'm not going to say 6 or 7, but the last two spots possibly between Porter, Pace, Lopez. Like, depending on some people might think.
Being a school like this, you want to beat the teams, the Porter and the Paces, right? The teams. Hey, you've been playing them. I mean, as the coach, at least you've known these programs for years. You've been there. I don't know if the coach has been there for a while, right? But even if they're not, the team you know and the team everyone knows in the Valley. Those are the wins you want to strive for, because you really only need 2 or 3 wins.
I would say in this district you would need 3 to guarantee yourself
in the playoffs. Okay, so maybe one of them you really have to fight for, right? Against the bigger teams, but at least the Paces, the Porters, and between them 3, those are the ones you want to. Hey guys, we gotta go out there and get this win to at least make a playoff run or a berth or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I mean that's a good thing about having those 3 schools in the mix. That those are the good games for themselves. The ones that are going to be interesting. The ones that aren't going to be too. Someone's better than the other one, or they're going to be neck and neck almost.
Yeah.
So those are the teams they want to try to beat in between all them 3, even if it's Porter playing them or vice versa or etc. But I mean, hopefully, you never know what they can do. A freshman could come out and do something, or star out player.
Right now, the freshman and sophomore ain't going to save that team, bro.
But
I'm telling you right now,
it is
the holes
hard.
we're about to go through right now on this Donna team. That one person is not going to save. The only person that can save them is.
Come on, man.
You know who I'm going to say. They started off their season 0-4. They lost to Ed Calchelse, a team that they're going to face in their district next year, or this upcoming season. Mercedes, they lost 48-13. Westico East, they put up a fight, 17-5. I mean, compared to the games that they lost, they won their crosstown
17-5.
Yeah,
so
they probably got
safety.
a safety. Yeah, they won their crosstown rivalry. They beat Donna North. I mean, there you go, right? But let's go talk about a little bit more in depth about this team, right? So 3-7 last year. They have 12 players who recorded a stat like a carry for them. Like 12 players. They don't pass the ball a whole lot. They had like a total of 90 passing attempts the whole year. Which means they threw the ball about 9 times a game.
It's be a problem. The one player just had that in the game.
They don't throw the ball that much. But a little spin zone, a little positive, right? They have 12 players that carried the rock for them. 10 of them are coming back. They lost 2 seniors that were running the ball. They are in a little predicament at quarterback. They got 2 quarterbacks who are coming back. Luke Guerrero is going to be a senior. He went 23 for 56, 293 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And then they have Aiden Coronado, who's going to be a junior, 12 for 40, 102 yards, a passing touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Guerrero carried the ball 38 times for 51 yards, which is like a little over 1 yard to carry. Coronado ran the ball fairly well, 45 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown. So Guerrero's a little bit of a better passer of the football. Coronado can run the ball better. There's a saying that goes, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have any quarterbacks. Like, you don't have one quarterback.
I mean,
how do you think the team feels going into every week now knowing who your quarterback is going to be? I'm sorry, this is bad. But, like, it's just a fact. Like,
no, I mean, a team like this, you just got to go out there, just, give it your all, play hard, all that, right? Like, I mean, just can't sugarcoat it. They better strap on when they come play Corpus or something.
You're going to play Gregory Portland guaranteed. You're going to play Mercedes guaranteed. Mercedes gave you that word last year.
From those teams where you learn, at least, like, as a player, as a coach, like, when you know what I mean? You're going to get faster. You want the faster kids, like.
Yeah, I mean.
It's the only thing you can take from that. And, I mean, at least the young players there, you don't want to lose every year. You want to win. And hopefully, like, it takes a while to always win. You won't win your first year. You're like, but at least as like a sophomore that's there, something like that,
Yeah.
It sucks to lose, dude. I mean, I've been in that situation. You've been in that situation. Lose. Like, it's not the best feeling, but when you do win, it's the best. And hopefully from that, it gets a little motivation of like, I don't want to be a loser my whole life, bro. Like, I want to win. Like, give me a 1 win, something, But
this quarterback situation, it's tough. Like, they don't throw the ball that much. If I'm the Donna head coach, again, I am not a coach, like a head football varsity coach, right? I don't know how it works. if you have two quarterbacks, you don't run the ball that much. I mean, you don't throw the ball all that much. You're probably going to go with your younger guy. Like, you want the guy that gives you more years, the guy that you can develop. If you got a senior and he's developing as much as your junior, or like in this case, it was last year, right? If you got a junior, he's developing, or your sophomore is almost outplaying
odds
him.
are you're not going to make the playoffs, or you're not going to win.
Yeah, you might as well develop a younger player, right?
Sure.
He's a better runner of the football. You run the ball well. He doesn't pass the ball all
and we've talked about this. It all starts in those programs, the head coach, the director of the thing. Like that program needs to be there. That development needs to be there. That's why the good schools are good, because of their. I mean, it all starts in that off season. It all starts at the first day of January, the first day of football season's over. That's the first day of practice and all that. I mean, it all starts there.
It really does. And
I mean, if that's not established, it makes it really hard to develop a player in any position. You can't just hope.
As somebody that has been part of the whole quarterback controversy, where 1 week another quarterback starting, 1 week you're starting, it's not good for the team. Like I've been in that situation where you don't know who to ride with. You don't know, like, two quarterbacks bringing two totally different things. In this situation, Coronado can run the ball better. He's younger. Guerrero can throw the ball better. It's a mid-off. It really is. I'm sorry, but I would say go with your younger guy. Develop him. You got 2 years with him guaranteed. He's almost outperforming. He's right under your senior. So why shine? Not give him that opportunity. But that's not for us. We're not coaches. We're just talking about it, right?
I mean, it should be that way, right? Why not? Like, hopefully they see it. Hey, give the young guy a shot, right? Develop him, because he's going to be your future for the next 2 years, hopefully. And
so they run the ball well. They have 7 players that are coming back with 20 or more carries. 23 players. I mean, yeah. So that's their I believe. I'm sorry. That's their offense. So don't pass the ball a whole lot. They have a tough quarterback situation, tough running back situation. You give everybody the ball. Even the defense. They have 7 players on defense. I mean, 7 players, 20 or more carries on defense. They have 23 players that recorded a tackle, so that got in the game, that played. 13 are seniors, so they're returning 10 players minimum. They're losing their 3 leading tacklers, and I mean, it's tough. Like it's a tough draw. They got 4 interceptions as a team, 5 sacks as a team. Like through the whole season, they averaged a sack a game. I mean, half a sack a game. And all 5 of those sacks came from seniors. They're not coming back next year. But a player to look at, I mean, like, you could say diamond in the rough. You could say the one bright spot on this team. Efrain Salinas on the defensive side, 22 tackles. He plays DB, 3 interceptions. So that's something to look at for Donovan. I'm not high on them. I'm not.
But you were high on Lopez, though.
I was high on Lopez, and I am high on Lopez. Lopez is gonna shock the world, bro. Mark my words. But we're gonna go on to Mercedes now. Mercedes, I believe they went 10-1. Obviously, no team goes undefeated unless you win state, right? So they went 10-1, 11-1, something like that. They are a very young team. They're losing their starting quarterback. Their quarterback that's coming to take over, Louis Rincon. You might remember him. He played shortstop for Mercedes. We covered a lot of baseball games, so he can throw the ball. He's going to come in. He's
a good baseball player, that's for sure.
He's a good baseball player. I'm sure that does obviously translate to the football field. He can throw the ball. He's going to come in and take over the offense. They're losing their starting running backs, but they have a running back, Noah. Excuse me if I said his name wrong. Noah Buenrostro. He's going to be a junior. He was a sophomore last year. He's coming in to lead the running back. Last year, he had 63 carries, 377 yards, and 12 touchdowns. And that's as the 3rd running back on the roster. Their starting running back led the way. Starting quarterback was their 2nd best running option. And then Buenrostro came in 377 yards and 12 touchdowns as a sophomore. And I'll get to him right now. Jason Arteaga, junior. He's a junior, 31 carries, 173 yards and a touchdown. So they have 2 running backs that have produced on varsity level coming back. They got some good receivers coming. They are very sophomore heavy. And by sophomore heavy, I mean this upcoming season they're going to be juniors. They're very heavy in that class. They got Frankie Salinas at the receiver spot. He's a junior. 47 catches, 734 yards, 6 touchdowns. And they got Robbie Sanchez a junior as well. So he's a sophomore last year also. 33 catches, 476 yards, 6 touchdowns. So on this offense, they're very young, but they produced as sophomores. They went 10-1, 11-1. They produced as sophomores. Who's this? If Rincon can come in and do what we think he's going to do for them, fill that one spot that they're missing. We know that 2 of their receivers are proven. We know Buenrostro can handle the rock. He's going to be the lead back now, right? But I think everything's going to fall in place for that offense.
I mean, it probably will. That having a lot of players returning and stuff, they're all familiar with each other. The chemistry's going to be there.
They all played together in middle school, freshmen, all that.
For sure. And the true test is probably going to be when they play
Portland, Corpus Christi Ray.
The other Corpus. Because I think between them two, they're going to be fighting for that second and third spot in their district.
For sure.
Because, I mean, and they're still going to be a very good team. I mean, the other Corpus team, they have that running back and that receiver. I mean, that defense needs to be able to either blitz hard or if not, they're going to be airing that ball out. So they got to be there for that too. And that's probably going to be the game to watch really in this district is going to be when they play each other.
I do think so.
Because it's going to be a test for Mercedes playing
11-1. Mercedes went 11.
Playing a good school like this, even though those other schools' record wasn't good. I mean, they did play other better schools last year. So technically, they are the better team, even though they lost, but they played better competition.
I mean, that's the biggest thing. Thank you for pointing that out. Is that a lot of people go based on the record and like, oh, they went 4-7. I talked about this with I believe it was Edinburgh North, right? Edinburgh North went like 1-4 in district or 0-5 in district. Everybody looks at them as like get out of here. Like they lost 3 games by a total of 13 points. Spread that out. That's like 4 points a game. It's a 1-score game in 3 of those district games. You turn that around. Edinburgh North's in the playoffs. They're 3-2 in district. Now they're in the playoffs. So you have to look at who you play. You have to look at how those games go. You have to look at all that. You just look at a record and you see 4-7 and you think, oh, this team's bad.
No, I mean, there's more to it. Even in the pros, you see it. Even though the Browns lost a lot of their games. I mean, last year they weren't that. I mean, I want to talk about pros.
One of the best defenses in the league.
But they weren't losing games by that much. Mm-hmm. And the same thing here. I mean, that's gonna be a test to how really good they are when they play this Corpus team. That's really gonna be a test to themselves. Because if they can beat them in the district, they can probably win their first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Because they're gonna be playing a similar team of talent. Like that, because
when you play in the first round, it's
gonna be a Valley team.
You play in the second round, it's a Gregory Portland. Well, now they're in your district, right? But like that caliber, a Gregory Portland, a Corpus Christi Ray, Corpus Christi Vets. So, like you said, it's a good test. It's good for Mercedes because they are one of the best teams in the Valley. You might need to get your teeth kicked in by Gregory Portland. You might need to have that close battle with Corpus Christi Ray. You cannot blow everybody out.
But when that game comes at Corpus Christi Ray, and then that's going to be the game to watch. There's going to be a test to both of them to really see where the Corpus team lands. Are we really good, or are we just
For sure.
And then the same thing for Mercedes. It's going to show them, well, no, we can hang with the dogs. Like we beat this team with really two really good players, and if they can beat them, they can probably win their first 2 rounds in the playoffs because that Corpus Ray team is a similar team of what they play in that second and then third round.
Yeah, so we talk about their offense a little bit, right? Their defense. I'm going to say some names that you already know because they have dogs. They have dogs that can play on both sides of the ball. We talked about Frankie Salinas, their leading receiver, 47 catches, 734 yards, 6 touchdowns. He also has 36 solo tackles, 74 total, and led his team with 3 interceptions. Mind you, he's a sophomore. He's playing both ways, almost 50 total catches, 74 total tackles. So both ways as a sophomore. And then we talked about the running back, Buenrostro, right? He was a second running back on their depth chart, 3rd in carries. He had, I believe, almost 400 yards and 12 touchdowns. And on the defensive side, he's one of their leading tacklers, 118 total tackles and 6 sacks. Mind you, they're all sophomores. Everybody got named right now. It's going to be a junior.
Those numbers may come down once they play Portland.
Yeah, for sure. But for sure. I mean, like, but think about that. Like, you have Buenrostro starting running back. I mean, sophomore. He was a freshman the year before. Comes in as a sophomore. Has almost 400 rushing yards and 118 total tackles. 6 sacks on the defensive side. 12 touchdowns on the offensive side. You have Salinas, or I believe it was Frankie Salinas. Let me double check that. Yeah, 75 total tackles on the defensive side. 3 interceptions. And then on the offensive side, almost 50 catches, almost 800 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So you have 2 sophomores that play both ways, that produce both ways. Like not just produce on the offensive side and get like 10 tackles on the defensive. They produce. Like they're good. And I mean that's so for Mercedes to have that.
I mean you
have to have some like real talent for those players to be able to do that. Mind you, they're max 16 years old. Like last year, right? They're sophomores. Some of these kids can't even drive yet. They're like 15, 16. So for them to do that at that young age, where it's probably their first year on varsity, they have no idea how it is, and they produce on the offensive and defensive side.
No,
that
for sure,
crazy.
And that's also a testament to their
Coaching
their coaching staff, their work ethic. I mean, I think everything starts in those off seasons, right? You really see what you have and what you can do. Because sometimes those workouts are the toughest thing in the season, dude. Those
Especially
being out there
in the heat.
Dude, exactly. So I mean, if you can last there, and then I mean, you're playing at nighttime. I mean, you can play both sides all day because you're used to that conditioning, and then those players show to have that. And then I mean, we've also got familiar with them. We covered a lot of their Mercedes baseball. I mean, they're dogs there too on the diamond. So
they're pretty solid.
So I mean, this should be a good team, and that battle for second or third, how they land, is between them to Mercedes and that Corpus Ray. So it's gonna be a must-watch game to cover. It will be that one.
I'm excited to see that one, man. It's gonna be exciting. We talked about their defense, right? They also have a incoming senior, right? And he's not a sophomore; he was a junior last year. Nate Gonzalez, 94 total tackles, 11 sacks. So they got a guy on the D line that can get after the quarterback. 11 sacks. They got Buenrostro, who plays linebacker, almost 120 tackles, 6 sacks, and then they on the backside on those DBs on the back end, the guy that can tackle, he probably plays safety. If he can make that many tackles, probably safety, maybe corner. I might be wrong. And also 3 interceptions, so he's getting after. You got a guy on the D line, a guy on the mid line, and then you got a guy on the back end, all getting it done. Mind you, they're all sophomores except for Gonzalez. And on the offensive side, we talked about the receivers. 2 proven receivers coming back, 2 proven running backs with quality playing time on varsity coming back. If Rincon is what we think he is and he comes in and he fills that quarterback spot, I'm talking like 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Like solid. He can just play his role, do his job. I think this team is going to be, they might have a chance to be Gregory Portland. I mean, like they're playing that. I think they're that good. They are playing that good. I think they're going to knock off Corpus Christi Ray for sure.
I mean, no, that's going to be a battle. That's going to be a tough game for them, for both of them. It's going to go both ways. I don't think neither the Corpus Christi Rays over them or neither Mercedes over them. I think it's kind of an equal battle to see.
And to round it off for their defense, right? We talked about these 3 players, right? That playing 2 of them playing both ways. They have 9 total players coming back with at least 20 or more tackles. They have 35 total sacks. They average 3.5 sacks a game. They get after the quarterback, and they got 9 players coming back with 20 or more tackles. That is quality experience, and that means 9 of their 11 defenses is coming back. So I think they're going to be super
almost the same team. So
it's pretty much the same team.
So how do you think the divisions look?
So we'll go ahead and go off with that. I'm gonna say, you want me to go first or you?
Yeah, you go first, man.
I'm gonna say winning the district, Gregory Portland. They're gonna go for 1. Second, I think it's going to be Mercedes. I really do. I think Mercedes will knock off Corpus Christi Ray. Going third in that district, I have Corpus Christi Ray. And to round it off, to make the playoffs, number 4, you know who it is. Give me the Lopez Lobos to make the playoffs. I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. Clown me for being wrong. Lopez Lobos will make the playoffs. That's the top 4.
I mean,
I really do. I think this because they've proven that they can play with Pace and Porter. I mean, but they can handle those 2 teams. And we talked about Donna. They don't have a lot going for them. Lopez just needs to beat Pace, Porter, Donna. Just think about that.
Just 3 wins.
Look, that's it. 3 wins. Like I said, 3 wins and they're in the playoffs. So Lopez, I think, is going to do that. I think they got a lot of players coming back on both sides of the ball. They're going to have a promising team. I think they're going to make the playoffs at 4. I got Pace at 5, just missing. Donna at 6, and then I got, unfortunately, at the end, bottom of the barrel, I got Porter.
Shoot, I think I'll have
Let me hear
Portland.
yours.
I'll have Portland for sure, sweeping everyone, sweeping everyone they play. So for sure for them, and then actually give me the Ray, Corpus Christi Ray. I think they'll take it over Mercedes.
Okay.
I mean, just in the fact that I don't think Mercedes has very familiar type of play they've seen. I mean, they're gonna have a running back that's gonna just run circles around it, and then have a quarterback that can air it out every single way. So I mean, it's something tough to really stop. But you never know. I don't think it's too much of a landslide they win either. Mm-hmm. That could be your way
it's
too.
It's gonna be a close game.
And then for sure Mercedes.
Okay, at 3.
And then
no, yeah. Who you got making that?
I don't know, man. I've heard about Pace and I've seen how Pace plays. So I think I'll take Pace over Lopez. Yeah, so give me Pace there.
Nobody believes
Lopez, and then Donna and Porter can play paper rock scissors. but that's at least me, dude. So
all right. I mean it's valid. Like that. If Pace makes it in the playoffs over any one of those teams, it's a close game. If Mercedes goes 3 or 2 and switches it with Corpus Christi Ray, that's a close game. I don't think those will be blowouts. So like I feel like it really is a toss up. Like
yeah, no, for sure.
Right. I think it is. It's gonna be a crazy toss up. I mean, I'm excited to see. That's gonna be a fun district. Like you got Gregory Portland, right? But the rest of them are gonna fight it out. Like you never know what could happen in that district. But that's gonna do it here from us. District 15 5A D2. We're gonna talk some more high school football next week when we come back. I'm not sure. We're gonna figure out which district we will be talking about. It will be a 5A school. I mean, a 5A district. However, we're probably gonna try to get in all those teams in one go if they're less than 6 teams. But that's going to do it here. Talking sports with Josh and Nil. We talked about a little bit of recap. We talked about everything. We talked about Mercedes, Donna, Gregory Portland, Corpus Christi Ray. Last week, we talked about the first 3 Brownsville teams, Porter, Pace, Lopez. So that's all 7 teams. Get ready for District 15 5A D2. All those, I mean, if you're a Gregory Portland fan, Corpus Christi Ray, or any Brownsville fan, and then in the middle, Mercedes Donna. I mean, it's gonna be a fun season. Very eventful district. It's gonna start, I believe, week 3 because you have those first 2 or maybe 3 non-district games, and then after that, they're all district. So tough district, tough league. It's gonna be exciting to see. That's it from us though, and we're gonna see y'all next week when we talk about it. But go watch us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, everything, and we'll see y'all next week, guys.